up, Laker fans? Welcome to Dean's LA Sports Report. Today's show is Lakers Rant Room. Fans, come on, hop on, join the conversation, and maybe I'll even bring you on in the show. Today we're talking some Lakers basketball. What's up, Johan? Welcome. You're first viewer on. Let's go. So today is fully Lakers basketball focused. Obviously, just currently in the All-Star break. Lots to talk about. For everybody hopping on right now, I know we got some big Lakers fans in the chat. Give me your prediction for the future of this season. Just very general outlook. Do you think the Lakers' current roster can contend for a championship? Do you think we're a first-round exit? Let me know in the comments, and I'm just going to bring it up into conversation. I really want to give Lakers fans a voice, give the Lakers fans a platform to speak your mind. So, y'all, let's start with that. Give me your prediction, very general, but how is this season going to end up? Because, to be honest, as biased as I am, I don't think this current roster has what it takes. And it sucks to say, but I think a lot of moves will be done this offseason. What up, big baby Jonathan? Much respect, bro. Keep the good work as well. It's obviously noticed. But while you're on, let me know. What do you think about this team? What do you think about this current roster? Do you think the Lakers have what it takes to win a championship? Because, man, it's hard to say. I think we have to keep our expectations set. As a fan, you can't always just think you're going to win it all. I know being an LA sports fan, like we have teams that are always contending, Lakers, Rams, and Dodgers, but specifically with this Lakers team being past All-Star break right now, I think that's on top of my mind because we haven't seen the best trio in the league, in my eyes, with Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron. They played maybe 10 games together this season, so you got to keep your expectations right, I think they started bad but got a little bit better. Sure. Well, that's actually funny you say that because they started off hot. And I don't know if y'all remember, but at the start of the season when LeBron wasn't playing, I think he missed almost 2 weeks. And the Lakers were like, I don't know the exact record, but they were cooking. They were a top seed in the West. And a lot of people might, attribute that to LeBron hopping back on the team. I don't know if LeBron messed up the chemistry or what, but I think that's an interesting take. They're currently fifth, right? 33-21 going into All-Star break. And it's funny because they were at pretty much the same record last year. That was without Luka and with AD. So it's interesting seeing that the team kind of has the same record now. What up, everybody? Thanks for hopping on. The question right now is just very general, but what is your prediction for the Lakers for this upcoming season? And how far do you think this current roster can take? Because we can go a little into what needs to be done this offseason. Can the Lakers maybe make a run for Giannis? Will LeBron come back? Will we take a pay cut? Will, the Lakers make some moves this offseason? Or, are they going to contend this year and go on from there? The Lakers do not have a championship team. Well said, man. Well said. It sucks to say that even being a biased fan, but I think you're right. I think, look, offense aside, the Lakers can outscore any team on any given night. I mean, we know that. Luka can put up 40. A healthy Austin Reeves has been cooking this year. Austin Reeves should have been an all-star if he didn't get hurt. He's averaging, 26 points. He's a clear, second best on any team. So give it that. And then, of course, we still have LeBron, who's 41 years old, but still is an all-star and still can get a bucket whenever he wants. So the offense is set. That is not the question, right? The question is defense. Can the Lakers get some stops when they really need to? Lakers always will. Love the account name. How's it going, man? We depend too much on good health alone. The moment a star goes down, we get cooked. Luka needs to be surrounded by dogs on defense. We just don't have enough dogs. Now that's a guy that knows ball. Lakers always will. What up, man? I'll make sure to tap in with you after. Appreciate you for hopping on, but I think that's a great take. I mean, I think you see the teams in the West specifically that are at the top. Of course, we have the Spurs, the Thunder, the Rockets, even the Nuggets there. These are teams that are young, quick, and can play two ways. Most guys are good on both sides of the ball, and that's something that the Lakers have been missing badly the past couple of years, really since, the 2020 championship. We don't have teams, we don't have players that can play on both sides of the ball. So it's either, good on offense or good on defense. Someone like a Dalton Connect and then someone like a Jared Vanderbilt, like two complete different sides of the spectrum. And we've seen that doesn't really, that doesn't correlate to any championship. So I think moves are going to need to be made. Thunder are a finely tuned machine. Yeah, I mean, it's just perfect, because they don't, of course they have SGA who is the MVP, but other than that, everyone just fits their role perfect, and not that I'm trying to glaze the thunder at all, but this team is going to be good for a while, and they're young, they just got to stay healthy, of course, so they're going to be a hard team to beat. But yeah, I guess Lakers always will. If you're still here, let's talk some positive then. Who on this team do you think, it is a must keep for next year? Obviously, Luka and Austin Reeves are going to be on the team next year. But who do you think, like, outside of the big two, of course, LeBron is a whole other conversation, but who on this team needs to stay if the Lakers are looking to contend? Because, we've seen in years past, the Lakers kind of, go all out in the offseason and kind of, look to start a whole new team. And I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. I think that the Lakers might actually try and go for Giannis this offseason, but that's a whole nother conversation. So if y'all are hopping in, welcome. I'm talking some Lakers basketball. This is the Lakers Rant Room edition. And if you're a Lakers fan, we're here to just talk your mind, right? So if there's anything specifically, hot take even, that you want to talk some Lakers basketball, I'm here. I'm giving you a platform, and let's talk some Lakers basketball, because with the second half of the season starting, it's almost like basketball is back. I mean, a lot of people were focused on the NFL. So now it's like full steam ahead. I'm all tuned in for Lakers basketball, so let's get into it. Not really Lakers related, but what's your predictions for the Niners next season? Man. This is Dean's LA Sports Report. We are not talking no Niners football. Nothing of that. But I mean, look, the Niners had a great year. Of course, they were injured, so if everyone can come back healthy, I think they can contend. But of course, the NFC West is, the best conference in football. So I got the Rams winning the Super Bowl, though. I can't lie. Lakers always will. Staying strong in the chat. Man, don't kill me for this. I think Luke Kennard, Rui, and Vando need to stay. Love Luke, and he's getting warmed up. I think Luke Kennard was a great addition. Of course, he has like the best 3-point percentage in the league. So I love seeing that. But I think it's clear that he is just a role player, right? I mean, I think it was the last game before All-Star break where everyone sat. It was against the Spurs. And he put up like 12 points, I think. And this was a game where he legit could have been like the number 1 point scorer on the team. But he's more of just a catch and shoot type of guy. He's going to put up good numbers. We need him to play a little more defense, obviously. He's going to be a great plug and play. And, Rand's prediction might be biased. Yeah, that's what we're talking. I mean, hey, man, this is an LA sports channel, I totally appreciate you for hopping on and talking your talk. But I'm here to talk some LA sports. So I know the LA fans in my chat would not take it lightly if I, gave the Niners some credit. So I definitely can't do that. But sweet, I appreciate y'all for hopping on. Lakers always will. I'm going to make sure to tap in with you, man. I'm going to be going live every week now, so I would love to even get you on live if you want next time. We can totally do that. At all, yeah. Now, what's up, Lakers always will. All right, so the questions I kind of have written down just to, talk some Lakers ball is, 1, who is the problem? Let's start with that, actually, because look, a lot of people think that LeBron James is the issue with this team. And look, I'm not the biggest LeBron glazer. Like, I think he's the GOAT, but I'm not, sitting here saying everything he's doing is great. But let's be honest. Have your expectations right. I hate when people get in the conversation about, how LeBron is playing this year, thinking that he should be the best player in the league. LeBron is in year, 22. He is 41 years old. Like, no 40-year-old is going to be playing at that level. And he's still an all-star. He just made his 22nd all-star appearance. What are your expectations for LeBron? When we have that conversation, you got to think about it clearly before we can tap into, how much he should control this team. I think everybody knows that this is Luka Doncic's team. LeBron knows that as well. LeBron is now playing the role of the second, even third best player on the floor on any given night. He's not the ball hog. He's still putting up 20 points. So just get your expectations right. I don't think LeBron is the problem with this team, as many people do. What up, Doug? Thanks for hopping on, man. We are talking some Lakers basketball right now. Lakers Rant Room edition. If you got any hot takes for the Lakers, let me know in the comments. I'll pin it, and we'll start talking. The Lakers are 5th in the West. In a West that is very, very tough. The Western Conference the past, almost like 4 or 5 years has been so much more competitive than the East. Of course, the East is wide open this year, but Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Rockets, Lakers. And the Lakers are closely in that 5th seed. Within the week, they can move up or down a couple spots, which is scary. But we're going into the second half of the season, so it's going to be important for the Lakers to start the second half hot. If you're hopping on the live right now, just give me any Lakers hot takes you got. Who do you think is the biggest problem on the Lakers? Who do you think is maybe needs to get some more minutes? And just predictions for the end of the season. We're just going very general right now, but we're talking some Lakers basketball. If you're a Lakers fan, again, I'm gonna be going live weekly, so appreciate y'all for hopping on. Lakers always will. My man is staying strong in the comment section. That's really my issue right there. We depend on LeBron entirely too much. At his age, he should be able to just coast with 15-point game. Yeah, that's the thing. And if obviously, if the Lakers get the win and LeBron puts up 15, even 10 points, of course he already lost that the record of 10 points. So it's like, I don't think LeBron cares about his stat line. I think he just wants to win. If you told me that LeBron got another championship ring and he was averaging 15, he would obviously rather that than him averaging 25. So they just need to fit that role better. Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves need to split, it'll be interesting to see because we haven't seen all three of them on the court at the same time. Really, it's been 10 games this year. So I think Rui needs more touches. I don't see one player. It's the main problem. We have good players. We just lack balance. That's sure. It's all about momentum with this team. When the Lakers are playing good, when they're hooping, it's everybody's on takeover, and it's the momentum and you can just catch the energy, But when they're playing bad, it just looks like no one out there is trying. So, excuse me, it's very, all in or nothing. But the problem is now we get down the stretch, these games are going to mean more. You can't just, put up, we can't lose to teams that aren't contending for the playoffs anymore. Lakers always will. Hey, man, I appreciate you. If you want to hop on the live and talk some ball, let me know. DM me too later. We can talk about it later, but I'll definitely check in your account, man. I appreciate you. When we're hot, we're scorching. I know that's the thing. I think, Luke, I already said it. I don't think it's a hot take, but I think we have the best trio in the league on offense. On offense is the key word there. But, we still have yet to see really a bunch of games with the three of them playing together. So if more people are hopping on as well, we're gonna be talking about that. But now as we go back into the second half of the All-Star break, the Lakers are 5th in the West. In a West that's super competitive right now. So I'm really just wondering how they're gonna start off. Hey, Kasim, welcome, man. We are talking some Lakers rant room right now. Pretty much I'm getting the Lakers fans to just speak their mind, give me some hot takes, and just talking some ball ads. In my eyes, basketball is kind of back right now. I think a lot of people, of course, you as a Seahawks fan, are also, more focused on football. Now that the All-Star break is over, it's time to kind of lock back in. So I'm getting some Lakers fans excited right now. Appreciate you for joining on the live. What else is big in the news right now? Of course, I'm just excited to see the trio back and play healthy. So that's on the top of my mind. The big news that came out today that was covered by Brian Windhorst of ESPN, he revealed that he thinks that LeBron is going to take a pay cut. This is huge news, especially for me because, of course, I'm a LeBron fan and I would like to see LeBron stay on the team, like I've already mentioned in this live. When you got to keep your expectations right. And my expectations for LeBron, him being an all-star in year 22, it's what more can you expect? So, of course, this is Luka's team, but you got to have your expectations set. And if LeBron wants to stay next year and take a pay cut, maybe make a move for Giannis. I don't know. We've seen the Laker team kind of fall apart. Especially after that 2020 championship ring, the bubble ring. We had a whole new team the next year. So I feel like that's what's going to happen next year. And I'm kind of just getting us Lakers fans ready for that because this is Luka's prime. This is, the last of LeBron's, career. So we got to win now. All I'm hearing is facts. Appreciate you, bro. Lakers always will says, but if Luka's cold and Marcus is 0 for 4 from 3 and Rui has only 2 shots, we lose every. Yeah, I don't even got, I know you're speaking facts as well. I don't even got to read the whole thing. The problem is role players stepping up. We know that Luka can put up 50 points any night, right? We know that Austin Reeves can do the same. We know that LeBron can score whenever he wants. But are the role players going to step up? And who's it going to be? It's not going to be Jared Vanderbilt scoring any points. Marcus Smart has had his up and downs, but we need him to be that two-way player that we've seen him be in the past. I guess like I saw Marcus Smart as being more, having energy off the bench, bringing the energy on the defensive side of things. So if that's what you're focused on, it is. But I pray he takes a cut. I just don't want to see him saying, "Hey man, I'm retiring soon." I don't think he's going to say that. I mean, look, we saw him talk in the press conference. He doesn't know when he's going to retire. He's just happy to be here, but of course he wants to win. So it's like, if the Lakers end the year, getting torched in first round again, like they have been the past couple years, I guess I could see him leaving. And, it depends, like, if he's happy enough with the trade moves that the Lakers made. Of course, only getting Luke Kennard. Is that enough to make this Lakers team contend? I don't know. I know he loves his money. I mean, look, he's already a billionaire. At what point can he take a pay cut and, try to win another championship? Because, of course, he's going to try and go out and win another one. My man, Lakers always will. I appreciate you for carrying this live stream, man. I'm really just trying to, bring LA sports fans in general, but just Lakers fans right now, onto my rant room just to yap some Lakers basketball. If he takes a cut, it's Lakers in 5. Hey, bring the Lakers in 5 back, man. I appreciate that. I mean, look, if the Lakers were to get Giannis, it'd be so over. Luka and Giannis, I don't even want to think about it because, man, it would be over. But what else have I missed on that we need to talk about? Lakers always will. How do you think the All-Star weekend went? I mean, specifically talking about our Lakers, obviously. Jackson Hayes did not like what I saw from the dunk contest. I think everybody knows that. That first dunk, I don't even know what he was thinking, but I guess like he posted, he's just happy to be there. So there's that. But that first dunk was not it. I love the All-Star weekend. Hey, man, that's awesome. I think, that is a little, how do we say it? It's a little controversial because, of course, there's a 3-day weekend where night 1, the celebrity game, nobody's really watching that. Night 2, you had the dunk contest and the three-point contest. Of course, talking about our Lakers, Jackson Hayes being in the dunk contest, I was hyped to see it. Like, just being a Lakers fan, I wanted to watch it. And I'm sure all Lakers fans wanted to do the same. But you're just not happy with what you saw out there. That's the problem. Lakers always will. What did you think about, Luka playing in the actual All-Star game on Sunday? I know he's coming off an injury, and of course, I wish it wasn't Valentine's weekend. Yeah, that's true. I mean, a thing that I've been thinking of is, on Sunday, which was their main event, not too many people were at Intuit, and I know they were expecting a lot more people in the fans. I think the main thing was that the prices were just way too expensive, so that's one thing. Are they more focused on, getting their corporate sponsorships in, making sure that the NBA is making money through, State Farm, Kia State Farm, Toyota, and all, their different segments within the dunk contest and three-point contest? Or are they going to, want fans to come in and watch the game? I mean, tickets were like thousands of dollars, and they had a bunch of empty seats. So I think they need to focus on that. But Lakers always will. If you're still here, let me know what you think about, the moves that are going to happen this offseason. We know that Mark Walter is now, major owner. Jeannie Buss took a step down. And what just was reported today is that President of Business Operations, Tim Harris, he's leaving the organization at the end of the season. And of course, this is just interesting because we saw what Mark Walter did with the Dodgers, and we saw that, the Dodgers are spending money and they're getting, the biggest names in the game. So that makes me wonder, will the Lakers now, shoot for Giannis? And obviously I think they'd be big contenders if so. But if you have any final thoughts, Lakers always will. I'm probably going to shut this live down. But final thoughts, hit me, man. I'm going to be going live multiple times a week, so I appreciate you for hopping on. So I want to make sure I didn't miss anything big. But I guess just general, because I started the live asking future predictions if, going into the second half of this season, do I think that this current roster has what it takes to compete for a championship? And my answer, I'll read it after I read your comment. I think that those are major moves. I think Jeannie needs help big time. We've been scrambling to recover from our 2021. Yeah, I mean, the issue is that the Lakers haven't really been competitive since 2020. And that's almost 6 years now. That is insane to think about. I mean, sure, making the playoffs is great, but when you got LeBron on your team, it's championship or bust, really. I mean, when you're the Lakers and you have all our championships, it's always going to be championship or bust. And I don't think that this current roster has what it takes Obviously, I'm hoping everybody stays healthy, and that's what's going to be the deciding factor on if they can make a run. It's going to really depend on matchups going into the end of the season. We have a stacked roster, or we had a stacked roster, of course, yes, back in 2020. But look, we have talent right now. I just, on defense, it is the main issue. And there, it's the inconsistencies right now is what's hurting this team. So, of course, I'm going to go into it every single week. We got the first game back from All-Star break, which I'll be at on Friday at Crypto. Lakers versus Clippers. Lakers versus Clippers, the LA showdown. Wow, this is going to be a big one. First game back into, the Lakers' second half of the season. I'm excited to cover it. I appreciate you for hopping on. And next week, I will be talking some Rams and Dodgers as well. So before I close off, I love Ayton, but just like AD, he needs help in the paint. Yeah, I mean, Ayton, obviously I was expecting a lot more. So Ayton is not going to, make this team championship contenders. It's sad to say, but, sure, he had a couple good, 20 and 10 games, but it's just inconsistent. So that we need a lot more from a starting center. But appreciate you all for hopping on. This was Dean's LA Sports Report, Lakers Rant Room Edition. Until next time. Peace.